Good morning, guys. It's Darlene from Couture. I wanted to show you our really awesome chalk box kits that Couture has now. So a chalk box kit is a kit that you can order through Couture that has everything that you need to make the finished product. So this is our Harvest from our homegrown collection, and I've used this transfer already, so when you receive it, it will be all in one piece. I've cut it apart. It will be all in one piece, and it will come in a plastic sleeve that has directions on the back of it. And in this kit you will receive Couture Teal and Bright White. So you will have those two chalk pastes, and then you will have this really awesome frame. So this is our 12 by 18 Grayson white frame. So I've already cut these apart because I've used them, and on the back I put an X because we do not want to return them to the wrong side. One side of our backer sheet is glossy, the other side is matte. The back side is matte. You do not want to put this back onto that. Our Silkscreen Transfers are reusable. You can see that this is similar to a stencil, but it is a Silkscreen Transfer. See, it has these little things floating in here. On a stencil, you would just simply have an open area. You wouldn't have all this detail. That's what's really cool about the Couture Transfers, is that you can get all this little detail. With a stencil, you'd have to sit and paint all of that in there. And with the Silkscreen Transfers, you get a really nice finish. So I'm going to show you how this is done. And, oh, let me show you the other kits. This is pretty awesome. So we have other kits, and I will post this on there. These are available on my website. You simply go to the store part and scroll down to chalk box kits. So one that I did earlier, I did on my live this morning, I did the Bonjour. So this is on our 9 by 12 Grayson. So that is this one, the Bonjour, that's $34.99. And then we have our Marrakesh, and this is a pillow, and it comes with the gold ink. It actually comes with two of the pillow covers. So you could make something else. You could actually use the Bonjour on there, or if you have one of our other transfers, a chicken or whatever you want to do, you could simply make a second one. And the ink that comes with this is going to last you. You can use it on many other projects. And then this is the one we're doing today, our Harvest. Our Harvest is $57.99. It comes with everything that you need, and you can use these again and again, so you can make other projects. And then our small one here is our board and base, and it's this is called Small Things, and it's $19.99. So those are really cool. And on each of these online, and actually they email you the directions, so you can print out the directions and follow it, and that's pretty awesome. There's also a video that you can watch that shows what to do, and it tells you what else you need. So you're going to need a small squeegee, and for this I'm going to use our 4-inch handled squeegee. You wouldn't have to. You could simply use a small squeegee, and a permanent marker. The permanent marker was to mark the back, and a lot of people write the name. They would write Harvest, but I don't see a point in that. I just simply put an X. Scissors to cut it apart. So it tells you exactly what you need, and a fuzzing cloth. A fuzzing cloth can simply be an old towel, or it can be one of our fuzzing cloths. I happen to have our new fuzzing cloth, and on the terry cloth side is where you're going to fuzz. The other side is where you can wipe all the lint and stuff off of your board before you start if you wanted to. And this is a Couture surface, so we do not need to wax the surface. Other surfaces you would need to wax. If you had a painted surface, you would want to wax it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get this part centered here. We will fuzz it. I'll show you how to do that. Large transfers can be a little more challenging. And if you have a large transfer, you would want to do it a little at a time. This is wider than what the towel is, so simply lay it down onto your towel and then pull it off. And mine has been used before, so I don't necessarily have to fuzz it, but I'm showing you. I want to show you how to do this. Then you're going to do the other side. You're simply laying it onto the towel to get a little bit of the sticky off, because when these are brand new, they're very sticky. And you don't want to stick it to itself. If you happen to stick it to itself, don't panic. Go to your sink, put it under cold water, and simply start to slowly peel it apart. And you might have a little damaged area that the sticky comes off of, but you can fix it. You can save it. Don't panic. I had one stick really bad. Okay, so I got that off of the back of that, and now I'm going to simply turn it around, and we're going to get this centered, and then we're going to press out all of the air bubbles. And you can hear it's sticky. Can you hear that? The suction? So I'm just trying to center this. I think it needs to go to the right just a little bit. And it is not straight. So I'm just going to keep trying and try to get this as centered as I can without having to measure it. I am simply eyeballing this. Take your time. It's not a race. We're just going to get it. Okay. And I want to make sure that I have room on each side for my little tools. I feel a sneeze coming on. I'm sorry guys if I sneeze. I'm trying to hold it back. Okay, I'm going to set those to the side. Now I'm going to start pressing out. So you want to get all of the air bubbles out of the silk screen area. I can feel something under here. I'm going to lift this and see what it is. I have just a piece of fuzz stuck to the transfer that's making a lump. I'm simply going to get that off. I could feel it. So you can feel, there's one right here, but it's on the blue part. That doesn't matter. So your concern is on the silk screen area. You want that to be flat. You want your design to be nice. That is the key thing. So I really love all these new transfers. They're pretty awesome. I love the gardeny ones. I think that I'm going to have to redo my house and start keeping some of these. I've been taking them all to my craft shows, but I think that I am going to have to start keeping some. So this area here, this is with our bright white. So you are going to need this packet here. And I'm showing you with the packet so you can see that you can do this. It doesn't look like there's enough in there, but there really is. And this is my bright white that I have. So these come in 3-ounce jars, and the bright white also comes in an 8-ounce super stash. And then this is my Couture Teal. So those are the two colors that you're going to get, but I'm going to use the packets because I want to show you how easy this is. So you're going to pull it, there's a little slit, and then you are going to, I'm guessing we're going to use all of this that's in here. We're just going to put this all out onto a plate. Use one that, this has a gloss finish. You wouldn't want to use just a regular paper plate because the moisture would start getting sucked out of it. You could use a glass bowl. You could use any type of thing that works for you that is not porous, because you don't want it to suck the moisture out. So then just start spooning it here and there. I'm going to put a lot on here, and I'm going to grab a paper towel to wipe my squeegee if I need to, because I don't have a jar to put this back into, although I could open up my white. So maybe I'll do that. Open up my white, and if there's any excess, we can put it back into that. So that's what I'll do. We'll reuse this. So you're going to just start squeegeeing down, filling all of the silkscreen area. You just keep moving with it. You want to do this quickly so it doesn't dry on your silkscreen. Just keep spreading. And I know there's some on the back right here, so I am going to grab that off. I'm going to fill my area that needs chalk paste, and I'm just going to keep spreading. We want to pull this before it's dry. I think that was exactly enough. So I have a little bit on my squeegee that I'm going to wipe onto the edge of my jar, but that's it. And then we're going to pull our transfer, and I have bent the corners under. That is what I like to do. It makes it easier to pull. You're going to pull from top to bottom or side to side, never diagonally. You do not want to stretch your transfers, and just do it carefully. Don't be in a hurry. So I do see an area here that was not adhered all the way down. That's easy to fix. Okay, I'm going to take this. So this is my silkscreen transfer now. You can see the silkscreen a little bit better. This is going into my water bath. A water bath is simply a container of water that you will use to soak your transfer in. I'm going to clean my little area while it's still wet. You could wait and do this after. I see that and I see this. So I didn't have my silkscreen pressed all the way down right there. That's all that happened. No big deal. See how easy that was? This is just simply a Q-tip, and I see one more area. So these things are very easy to fix. It's water soluble, so it makes for easy cleanup. And this is just a little bit that went at the bottom. Easy to clean off. Don't worry about that. If you get it off the side, that's okay. It's no big deal. No stress. That is something about this. You just don't stress over it. It's no big deal. You can fix it. If I mess this up, I could erase this whole thing. I could just totally wipe this off. If I want to reuse it later, then I wouldn't seal it, and I could just spray it with water and I could wipe it and it would come right off. So we want to go on to the next part. I am going to, even though these don't overlap, I am going to dry this because I'm very famous for putting my hands into wet paint or chalk paste. This is a heat gun from Ulang. You can use a hair dryer. You can simply walk away and come back in 15 minutes. It'll be completely dry. You do not have to have a heat gun. So then you want to return your surface to room temperature. And it really does dry that fast. So now I have it just on air. Just getting it back down to room temperature. Okay. Alright, so then I fill it, make sure. These are my transfers for over here and here. We're going to get those ready. We're going to fuzz them. So we're going to peel the backer sheet off of the transfer, and then we're going to fuzz that. We're saving those backers because when we get done, we're going to wash this. So the process for washing is really easy. So you're going to put it into the water bath. You're going to let it soak while you're finishing up this other stuff. You're going to go over to the water bath and you're going to swish it around and get off most of the excess. Let's see. I think that's okay. All right. And then you're going to put this onto your counter or a nonstick surface, and you're going to take Clorox wipes and you're going to wipe both sides. And then you stick this onto a paper towel with the sticky side up. and just let it dry. So that's how you clean these, guys. It's really easy. I have tutorials on cleaning. I have tutorials on just about everything. And I'm just gonna eyeball this. I want the bottom to start about the same, but I'm not gonna cry if it's not perfect. I am simply going to just do it. So perfection's great, but you know what? Every one of these is different. So we're not gonna stress. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna have a fun time making our project. So need your little packet. This is our Couture Teal. Need your little packet. There's a little slit right here. That's where you're gonna tear it from. Okay, I love this color. This is one of my favorites. You're gonna put your chalk paste onto a surface so that you can use this. You can see the Couture Teal is more fluid. White is always thicker. White you need to work quickly with. So, or add a little, I could have added a little drop of water. So I am going to get all of this out. I'll put the excess back into my Couture Teal. You can see I love this color because it is getting very low. No worries though. So I'm going to stir this just a little bit. This is our stir sticks that are available through Chalk Couture. You can buy these guys, or you can simply use a little makeup stir. You could use a plastic spoon from a fast food place. It is up to you. You do not have to you do not have to buy those. Do not use popsicle sticks. The wood will pull the moisture out of your chalk paste. That is one thing that they say do not use. So if you only had that in the beginning, which is what I had, you can use it, but you're going to be adding water. I'm just putting the excess back into my container over here. Squeegee off the excess. You want this to be completely flat, and it makes it have a better surface underneath when you squeegee it completely. And then you're just going to pull your transfer. And then I'm putting that transfer into the water bath. And now I'm going to do the other side. I love that. I've made this before. I have one for sale already at my craft show. I may just have to keep this one for my wall. That would be pretty awesome. I need to start keeping stuff. I sell everything. But I'm a crafter, and I always think, hey, I can make another one. No big deal. I can sell this one. So we're just going to squeegee this down. Don't worry if you get some off to the side. You can simply wipe that off. No big deal. It's water soluble. Easy cleanup. Okay, and then all the excess I'm going to put back into my jar. So if you don't have a jar, you're going to put this onto a paper towel, but I don't want to waste this. I can use this. So it's going to go into my jar. All this little excess over here is going to go into my jar, and I'm going to pull this. Always pulling from top to bottom or side to side, never diagonally. Okay, so those are in my water bath. I grabbed a paper towel. I'm going to just wipe that right there, and that's gone. So hey guys, it's done. It was that easy. You see how fun and easy that is, and you could make lots of these. What you would do is you would need to just go online and you would buy whatever chalk paste that you wanted, whatever colors you wanted to use. You could put this on a white background, and you could use our color Storm. That's a really great color for the words. You could do whatever you want to do, but hey, look at that. Look how fast and easy that was. Those are our chalk box kits. So like I said, they are available online. My website will be on the top part. They're available online in the store. All you do is scroll down to Chalk Box Kits, and these 4 are what we have right now. So this one here was $57.99 and includes try again. It includes the frame, and this is large, guys. This is really large. This is a 12 by 18. Actually, it looks bigger than that. Let me see something. So it says 12 by 18. I'm going to measure this. And what they do, okay, so here's the thing that I'm going to say is that they measure from the inside. and I believe it's actually, so they measure the inside usable part is what they measure. It's not the outside part. So it's actually a 12.5 by 18.5 is the size. That is this part. Okay, so 12.5 by 18.5, that's the inside usable part. The outside part is 20.5 by 14.5. So when you look at the surfaces in here, they are quoting the usable space. So right here, okay, so our Grayson white frame 18.5 or 12.5 by 18.5, that is the usable area. The outside is going to be a couple inches bigger. So, and always make sure, and I made sure before I did this, make sure that you have your hanger the right way. Believe me, I'm not the only one. I've had to take these off before and switch them because I had it on the bottom. So I checked that before I did it. You just want to be able to hang it the correct way. I will seal this. Use a clear sealer. I like to use Rust-Oleum clear sealer, a matte, and I'll give it 3 good coats so it doesn't ever come off. If you wanted it to come off, you would simply leave it the way it is, and then later on you could spray it. You would just take a spray bottle and you would just squirt it, take a cloth, like a paper towel, and just keep rubbing in more water and it would all come off. So that's the great thing about Chalk Couture. You can leave it or you can fix it, or not fix it. You can fix it if you mess up. You can leave it or you can redo. So that is one of the things that they talk about, that you can erase this whole thing if you want to put a whole nother project on here. Maybe you want to change it. Fall's coming and you want to do pumpkins on it. Christmas is coming and you want to do a Christmas tree or Santa. So, all right, I'm not going to take any more of your day. Thank you for joining me. And I will be doing more tutorials. I have a craft show this weekend though, so it might get a little crazy. I'll probably be doing some small, quick projects. But have a wonderful day.